You are now listening to the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
Never die. 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 Never die.
All right, it is Friday. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to thank Jon Andersen's Thrive Body Transformation Program. Look, if you're trying to lose weight, feel great, get in shape, you're just trying to find a different way to approach eating and getting healthy and losing weight and maintaining that weight loss and just living your life in the ability to just do as you please. All right. And when I say do as you please, I mean really just eat how you should be eating and not like this set way of like strict rules and not understanding your body. Well, guess the fuck what? You can learn this, understand this, and get the help with Jon Andersen's Thrive Body Transformation Program. Look, he's learned and he's learned a way to help everybody in their own ways. What you eat, your diet, stuff you consume, ways to go around the diet that'll work for you. And you can get all this information with Thrive Body Transformation Program from Jon Andersen. Look, you don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be a superhuman. You don't need to be this specimen of a person. You can just be a regular person, just like myself, just like everybody else, and learn something that you feel is unteachable. Well, guess the fuck what? Learn this shit with Jon Andersen's Thrive Body Transformation Program. Just mention the Angry Dad and they'll take care of you. CH Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. That is CH Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. No job too big, no job too small. Residential, commercial, does not matter. CH Concrete can help you. Just mention the Angry Dad and they'll take care of you. Pit Boss Grills. Look, Pit Boss Grills is a company that is not just grills. They use smokers, barbecuers, grills. I'm talking about all the good stuff. And if you use code AngryDad at checkout, guess the fuck what? Free shipping. And there's even a 40% off coupon somewhere in there. Look, if you use the link in the notes, it'll help me out. It'll help you out. And guess the fuck what? I use pit. I have 2 smokers. I have 2 pits. I have a griddle. I have a barbecue. I have propane. I have chips. Look, I love Pit Boss, and their warranties are just fucking phenomenal. They will help you out. They're very communicative. I've spoken with their customer service, and god damn it, if they've not helped me out a few times with parts, guess the fuck what? Pit Boss fucking Grills / Angry Dad. Go check it the fuck out. Use the link in the notes and get hooked the fuck up if you're trying to start that barbecue and smoke and grill. All right. Official's a hip hop inspired street brand. Look, they take old school, make it new school. Shirts, hats, pins, bracelets. They have it all. They take high quality materials and turn it into something fucking just fly as fuck. And you can get hooked the fuck up at official.com. That's 25% off your first order with code AngryDad at checkout. That is 25% off your first order with code AngryDad at checkout. And if you order over 50, guess the fuck what? That is free fucking shipping. Look, 25% off, code AngryDad. Order over 50 and you're getting free fucking shipping. So get hooked the fuck up at official.com. Look, go check it the fuck out. All right, let's get into today's show. You know, one of the things that I always talk about on my show and in this podcast is setting yourself first and making yourself a priority. And it's hard to do that when you feel you have responsibilities that are above and beyond you. But the thing is those responsibilities start with you. All right. We have to manage our time. We have to understand what it takes for us to survive, for us to take care of our situation, for us to take care of our families, our friends, those who we hold dear to our lives, making time and managing those things. And that's what I'm trying to get across is I want you guys to understand that you need to be a priority. Your mind, your mental health is a priority. Your feelings are a mental priority. Your existence is a priority, and that priority falls upon you. As men, we're always taught, at least I was taught, that I come last because I need to provide for those that I care for and that I love. And guess the fuck what? I lived my life a long time like that. I would put myself off. I would put myself to the end. I would not hesitate to go without so my family can go with. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. And it put me in a mindset and it put me in a thought process that I could not control. And when I mean I could not control, I was just out of hand of like, I'd always deny myself pleasures. I would deny myself things. I would never spend or like or want to get something because my family needed to come first. They always needed to come first. But the thing that people don't tell you is that mentally breaks you down. That messes you up. It really fucking does, because it makes you feel and think that you're not important enough to deserve what you get or want or need in your life. All right. And I let that thought process that I had dictate so much in my life that I kind of just was okay with being poor and having poor quality and not having what I deserve in my life. Because guess the fuck what? We deserve happiness. We deserve joy. We deserve pleasures. We deserve luxury. We deserve what we feel we deserve. All right. What we deserve and what we get are two different fucking things. And I just always understood in the back of my head that I don't need this. I want it, but I don't need it. I don't deserve it. I don't earn it. I'm not good enough for this. And I had an epiphany. I had a transition. I had something that hit me one day. And I'm like, why don't I deserve this? Why don't I need this? Why don't I just get this for myself? And that's what I'm trying to tell you is like, look, until you have this epiphany, until you have this thought process change or this trigger or this switch click in your head, it's hard to understand. It's hard to wrap your brain around it, you know, and you would think this sounds like this like simple thing of like, oh yeah, you know, like, yeah, I do deserve this. Oh yeah, I do. And it you know, I have this old school mentality that was drilled into me because, you know, I grew up where my mom and, you know, I lived in a single household, you know, multiple family in the single household. But the thing is my mom worked 2 to 3 jobs my entire life. And until I was able to take care of myself and pay my own bills, she just constantly worked. And I saw that struggle, and I saw that, you know, she always put herself first. She always put us on the front burner, or her on the back burner. And I took that as an example of hard work pays off, and you got to do this to take care of. Well, guess the fuck what? When you're a single parent and you're taking care of 4 kids, and you're struggling and you're trying to make end meet, and that's going to be the thing that falls in. But, you know, because of the hard work that I learned from my mom, seeing what she went through and seeing this old school mentality of just work, and it'll pay the fuck off, I took that, but I applied it to a situation where I made more money and I could afford things and I could do this and I could do that. But the thing is everything else was okay for me to spend money on except for myself because I didn't deserve it. My mom has a great time now. She does the things that she wants to do. She goes on the trip. She goes on the hike. She spends the money the way she wants to spend because she deserves it now. She deserved it then, but she didn't do it. And, you know, and when my mom got to this point in her life where she could do these things, and I saw it as an example, I'm like, why am I not doing these things? Why am I not treating myself? Why am I not doing what makes me happy? And why am I not like, why do I punish myself? All right. And a lot of men out there do that because we feel a certain way. We think a certain way. Things are happening a certain way. Our situations are a certain way. And it's just hard to not do that. All right. But the thing is one thing I've learned through divorce and through struggle and through, you know, having a job, not having a job, losing a job, threat of losing a job, you know, custody battles, fucking like all these different struggles, you know what I'm saying? And it just got to a point where I was sick and I was just dreading, and I just didn't understand why I was feeling like this certain way of thought process of like, why. And then one day it just all clicked. Everything clicked. I started doing things that made me happy. And it started off with one thing. It started off with a hobby. It started off with a dream of creating something that out of myself that I just never knew I could. But, you know, hey, it wouldn't hurt to work on it. And that was bodybuilding, and that was training, and that was like, you know, a hyper focus that led me into a path of understanding myself. And what that was is the more I did things that made me happy, the more happy I was. And the more happy I was, it translated into the happiness of everyone else around me. All right. And when I mean everyone else around me, my kids, I would do things, say things, and go places and do what I could to make them happy. But I was making myself happy at the same time, because if I'm stressed the fuck out and I'm hurting and I'm fucking depressed and I'm blown out and I'm not in a good mood, I'm always upset, nothing's ever going my way, fuck the fucking world, and my kids are around me, my family's around me, everyone's around me, and I'm hating everything. So guess the fuck what? They're going to hate everything. They're going to feed off my energy because I'm the head of the household. I'm the person they look towards. I'm the person that everyone is having their emotions fed from. And if I'm like shit, they're like shit. They're not happy. Everybody's fighting. Everyone's going at each other's throats. Everyone is just not doing well. And it's all because of the attitude that I had. But then once I started doing things that made me happy, made me just a better person, guess the fuck what? Everyone's mood changed. Everyone was more happy. Everyone's getting along. Everything is being smooth. All right? We're eating pizza, watching movies, playing games, fucking, going to the park, going to the zoo, it's these small things that add the fuck up. And it's because I worked on myself. I'm not saying all my happiness is due to all my happiness and all my family's happiness is due to what I did, but it added up. It helped. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're in a shitty mood, everyone's going to be in a shitty mood. Your energy is going to feed everyone else's energy. But when you are doing well and you are happy and you are successful and you are doing things that transcend you to the next plane, and I mean next plane, the next level. I'm talking about like, look, I'm no longer down here. I want to be up here. And the higher I get, the better I feel. And as the higher I get, the higher everyone else gets. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's what I'm trying to say. A rising tide raises all ships. The better I am, the better they'll be. The more they see me do to create my happiness and to change my world and to show them that my happiness is part of my success, guess what translates into? I see, I do. I work on my happiness and I will become better and get higher. And then their kids, when they have kids, will understand the same thing because that's what they're going to do. If you teach this, and we teach everybody to concentrate on themselves first and not to worry about everybody else, guess the fuck what happens? There's a reason why successful people surround themselves with successful people. It's because they understand to be great, you have to surround yourself with greatness. Change your situation. Get yourself out of this fucking funk, out of this fucking zone, and create something from nothing, all by changing your attitude, because the right people in your life will have a huge influence on you. Because if everybody's down in the dumps and you're a up high person, great on life, shit's going right, the more you hang out with them, the worse you're going to be. Because negativity always tries to smash positivity. But if you're a positive person surrounded with positive people in your life, in your circle, and those who you really, truly cherish, guess the fuck what? Something's going to happen that the rest of the world is going to hate. And that is successful, happy people. And those people that want to live in a happy situation, be in a happy situation, and help each other out to grow. There's a reason why my circle is a lot smaller than it used to be. And that's because I want to be successful. So the circle I'm in is full of successful people. And because of that, we all feed into this pot of positivity and energy that it transcends us all. to this next level of I enjoy what I do, and because I enjoy it, it translates into what I'm doing to be better, have better, and fucking become better. Look, I say this all the fucking time, but it's because these are the life lessons that I've learned. I have to be number one in my life, because me being number one in my life helps me help everyone else be number one in their lives. I want everybody to win. And by living this example, by being this person, guess the fuck what? Everybody wins. Everybody sees hard work pays the fuck off. And the harder I work, the more my family and my kids and those who I love who are in my circle see that, understand that, get that, and change, grow, feed, and put out more positivity for all of us. Life is crazy like this. It'll beat you the fuck down. It always does. But it's up to us to understand that that's not our energy. We have to defend that energy away from us. We have to fucking take ourselves and make sure that we prioritize who the fuck we are. I know who the fuck I am, and I know what the fuck I want, and I know what I want to fucking do with my life. And that's sit right fucking here and help you the fuck out. If I can change you, tweak your brain, help you fucking see clearly, then I've done my fucking job. I've done my fucking due diligence. I've done something that no one else has done. And that's helped you become a better fucking person, to enjoy your fucking life and to fucking understand what you need to fucking do. Put yourself fucking first. Understand that you're fucking worth it. You deserve it. And guess the fuck what? The more you work on you, the better you're gonna be. And then that translates into everybody else that you care and love under your umbrella of who you are, to grow. To help those who need help, you have to help yourself fucking first. Don't worry about nobody else, because those who love you will understand when you're working on yourself and that you need to grow, that you need to change, that you need to become a better and more understanding and more positive fucking person. And as you go through those struggles in your life will fucking change for the fucking better. Trust me, because I've been there, I've done that. I've seen it happen because I've helped others do the same fucking thing just by being who the fuck I am. And you can do the same fucking thing. So take care of your fucking self. Put yourself fucking number one. And guess the fuck what? This is the Angry Motherfucking Dad. You want to watch this shit? IGTV, YouTube. You want to listen to it? Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio. This motherfucker's everywhere. You can easily fucking find it. Rate, review, like, subscribe, all that fucking bullshit. And I'm also part of the Inner Circle Podcast Network, group of powerful podcasters out there sharing their shit. That is innercirclepn.com. Every one of our websites, every one of our shows, every one of our links, social medias, all that fucking bullshit. You can easily fucking find us. We have shows as Creatures of the Night, The Hood Diner, The Untrained Eye, The Plunge, Failing Hollywood, Simmons and More podcast. Shit happens when you party naked, too hot for the fucking internet. So you got to go to Patreon/TeamAilme. Make sure you get hooked the fuck up. Check them the fuck out. Let them know the Angry Dad sent you. And I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Bye.
Never die. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living.